Hello, Internet. This is Lord Mad Dog, and I'm coming at you with an update to my character creator system. Ha ha ha. So, last time I told you that we were going to do accessories, and I have done accessories. As we see here, that my character here has bunny ears, earrings, fire coming from her hands, and a fluffy tail. But let's go ahead and quickly switch to a different example. We got Cat Girl, and now she's got glasses, she's got rings on, she's got bracelet on, her cat tail bounces, and she's got earrings. Not earrings, cat ears. And we got Leaf Demon here. Here's another example. Leaf Demon. She's got like a horn tail, horn arms, and stuff here. So you can see all these little things right there alongside as I hit it. And so we're going to talk about how these work. We're going to go ahead and quickly just add one so you can see example of how you would add one. So let's say I want to add my unicorn horn. I would set the location I want, forehead, and then I would just hit add, and boom, there it is now added. Now we go scroll down and we can actually change the way it looks. So let's go ahead and let's move it back. Just no, we want it straight in the middle. We want it to move down a little. Yeah, right there. Probably move in a little. There. Well, actually, let's go ahead and take it all the way in. There we go. So it's actually coming out of the head. We could rotate it any direction we want. We don't really need to rotate it though. Left to right, right, left. Maybe spinning in circles. We don't need to spin in circles. We can even change the size and how it looks. So we can link it together so we can scale. Or we can scale it manually, each one differently. Yeah. So that is it's a pretty easy to explain system. We can also hit duplicate. So if I wanted to, let's move this one over a little bit. That's no, that was not. This is the one I want. Let's say we want to move it kind of slightly over that way, and we're going to want to rotate it slightly this way. Yeah, about 20 degrees, and we're going to duplicate it. Then we're going to just go ahead and make this 20 degrees the other way. Right there, and then we'll move it the opposite side by 230. And we just kind of aim it there. And now we have two horns. And then I can obviously hit remove on any one of these at once. So we have two unicorn horns sticking out of her head. And we can hit remove. We could even on some of these, say we want the ones for the glasses. When we come here, we can toggle the visibility. This is only temporary. You can see it so you can see whether or not you want it there or not. I like it there. We're going to leave it there. So you can have as many accessories as you want, and they can be particles. So if we switch back here to the cat lady, I think, oh no, bunny gal. She had particle fire in her hands, so we can add another particle. So here, let's duplicate that, and let's go on right eye. Yeah, let's go right eye. Right eye. Oh, it's been moved. Here, we gotta get these back to zeros. Doop, doop, doop. And move it over a little bit so it'd be actually kind of nah, it's not really the right type of thing to have in there size-wise. There we are. Kind of more fire coming from her eyes. Move out a little bit. Oh, let's up and down. It takes a little bit of fooling around to try to figure out right where you want the stuff to be. We're going to probably want it to be a tad bit smaller. So you can see this is particle effects. So you can do particle. You can change how the particle effects work. I mean, you can spawn particles. You can spawn. Skeletal meshes. You can spawn any of that, and it's just simple and easy right off the bat, and it looks pretty good. And back in the eye, there we are. And we bring it back out just a tad bit, so it's right there, the eye. There, see, now it has a flaming eye. Almost exactly right. There we go. Now she has a flaming eye. And I could duplicate that and move it over to the other one as well, if I so desired, but I don't actually want to spend the time to do that. Oops, I took that too far in there. There we go. And that's the accessory system. It's really easy to use. It's very, very versatile. I don't think I've ever seen a single game with an accessory system this versatile as what I have. And I have, it should be pretty easy to set it up so that you can unlock new accessories, which would be pretty cool. There was one game that slightly got close to this, and I think that was a Tales game. But it was only one of the Tales games that allowed you to have extra accessories that were so movable and so placeable in any place you want at any time. So that's what I really want to do, is make it so you can really just accessorize the character, make it look any way you want, have any details at once. And all these up here are things I got free on Sketchfab, and it's really easy just to add them. So first off, I'd make the, we need to go to that, my icon maker. I would drag my static mesh, or whatever in here. Let's see if I had like any static mesh here. Any good static mesh? I should just use one of the ones I have example here. Well, let's say I would have a target base, some target base thing, and I scale it. Whoops. I shouldn't really be messing with this on screen. It's take too long. But there, see, now you can make your own, you can see how you can make your icon. So there's your icon. Once your icon is made, then you would go ahead and drag and drop your, this is my accessories. You make a new accessory, then you just add your new static mesh here and make sure it's right where you want the static mesh to be. And then once you have this saved as your thing over here, you come on here, and then you just add it in this right here. And so it take you 15, 20 minutes to add a new accessory. So I can see in a long time, if you have a bunch of people working on it, you could easily have a couple hundred accessories that are possible for the player to use. And they're always, and if you don't want the player to have access to them immediately right away, then you could just create a, so in your accessory selection window, instead of having it automatic, where's the selection section window, instead of having it automatically give you all the database, where's that at? No, event. Right here. I think, no, it's event begin play. Here it is. Instead of automatically adding all of these, you would have a check. Yeah, you would have a an array of possible ones that you would update at runtime. You have an array, and then you would check if this blank blank if this is already unlocked, if this class is already unlocked, then you can have this class. So here you add an equal to any, and you'd have to have an array equal to any in that array. Then you could have it populate the possibilities for using that. So it's a really nice accessory system. If you have any comments, thoughts, or opinions, any questions would also be welcome. Don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Lord Mad Dog signing off.